Welcome to episode 25 of the Nintendo Newscast. Introducing your hosts, Ricky Berg and Amiibo Jason.
Good evening, Nintendo fans. How's it going? It's Amiibo Jason here with another episode of the Nintendo Newscast. It's really great to be back. It's been way too long since we've had a newscast, let me tell you. We've tried to set this up in the past, and we had technical issues. In fact, we had a little bit of a technical issue this evening, which set us back a few minutes, but right now, I'm hoping you guys can hear me. I'm hoping you can see me. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to see our next guest here in just a minute, because we're going to switch over to him in just one moment. That is the fantastic, the amazing Ricky Berg. Ricky, how are you?
I'm doing good, Jason. How are you?
I'm not too bad. So personally, you sound great to me.
Sweet.
We have 44 people watching right now, which is great. I want to make sure that everybody can see me and that everybody can hear me. I think some people said that there's like a slight delay with my audio, which I can try to fix here in a few minutes. But hopefully everybody can see and hear us okay.
Sounds good. But for everybody who's watching, thanks for joining us. Sorry again about the little delay, but we're here to talk about some really good stuff. I think you know what it is. So I'm glad you're all excited.
Yeah, we do have some stuff. We have some stuff to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Me being an Amiibo fan, there is some amazing things that I can't wait to cover today. So it sounds like our audio's good, which is great.
Sweet.
I love audio. You can't see this, Ricky, but I spent a portion of this afternoon making the pulsating Nintendo Newscast logo that you guys see on the screen right now.
Woo!
I'm super proud of it.
You should be.
I'm beyond proud of it. I have my cup of tea with me. Happily Candied made this tea for me. She's in the other room.
Oh.
She's going to come on camera shortly.
What?
I don't know when. She's coming.
I can't wait.
She's coming. Happily Candied, if you're watching this, if you'd be good enough to tweet this from Amiibo News, letting people know that we are indeed live talking about Amiibo today. So I also have one other thing with me, and that is my Pikachu new 2DS XL.
Ooh.
It's gonna hang out with me tonight during this stream. So I got my tea, I got good company, and I got my 2DS.
Lucky man.
Thank you. All right. So, Ricky.
Yes.
What's been new with you?
What's been new with me? Not a lot, really, but there was something new this morning for sure.
Oh, what's that?
So I think we all can share in this. We woke up.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
We pull up Twitter, we scroll through a little bit, see what's going on, see what we might have missed, and then bam, what do we see? But Off the Hook Amiibo coming later this year.
Wow. So we're jumping straight into that.
I'm that excited.
Let me just switch over. I'll just switch over to that one then. We have a nice little video to play with this. I'm going to give you a heads up about what happened with this. You might know I like Amiibo quite a bit.
I kind of know.
I don't know. It's just the thing I like. I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning, and I look at my phone like I always do. It's the first thing I do to make sure I didn't miss any major Nintendo news. I look at my phone. I see that new Amiibo have indeed been announced, and my heart begins to race. Because I'm Amiibo Jason. I'm the guy behind Amiibo News.
You are Amiibo Jason.
Did we get this news out? In time. We have an amazing team. We have Jennifer Birch, who's in chat right now.
Woo!
We have Ricky. We have Ricky Berg, who's
the one and only.
I can't even say anything that can put you at the level you deserve to be.
Except no substitutes.
That's true. We have Ben Frizzetti, who was the guy who found this news. And finally, we have Tom. We have more members than this, by the way. We have Matthew, who was on Speedrun Sunday just earlier. We have Tom, who was able to take this news at 4 in the morning and get it out to all of our followers. So I woke up at 7, I was panicked, and then I was relieved. And then the first thing I did was I ran over to my computer and I recorded a Nintendo wiretap for this news. This is something, in fact, if you look back at our last newscast with Chris Stuckman, we said, what do we expect to see from Nintendo? And the first thing I said was, it's going to be Marina and Pearl.
Oh, yeah.
A Marina and Pearl amiibo are indeed coming. And they are.
And so they look good.
You know, there's a couple things about it. They look super hand-painted. I don't know if these are prototypes. I'm guessing they're prototypes.
Yeah.
But they look incredibly hand-painted. When they do a close-up of Pearl, like her eyes, you can almost see the brush strokes on her eyes, which isn't a bad thing.
Right. But, I like that. I like that crafted kind of feel when it comes to my collectibles.
Yeah. The one thing I like about these two is, like Callie and Marie, these have like that shiny, glittery paint on, you know, portions of it. And they just look amazing. So I'm happy they're coming. The one thing that we don't know is when. We're guessing it's going to come out in the next few months. Yeah. They announced Callie and Marie in April, and they brought them out in July. So the fact that it's February, my guess is we're going to see these right before E3.
That'd be good.
I would like to see these before E3.
Right. I mean, we also got, not to diverge from the Amiibo, we got a new weapon announcement and a new map announcement. So Splatoon 2 isn't done. Splatoon 2 is continuing to bring out content. People are still playing it. I'm still playing it. Splatfests are still happening. These Amiibo, I don't think they're right around the corner, but we're going to see them within a matter of months. That's my guess. Yeah. That's not anything confirmed, but that's my guess.
So like Callie and Marie in the States, we're getting a 2-pack. Yes. So in Japan and in Europe, you had the ability to buy them separately or get a 2-pack. For us, these are exclusively in a 2-pack for $24.99. So they're not going to get the Zelda tax. Yeah. So they're not going to be $16 Amiibo. I know that was one thing people were really worried about in the past.
No, I'm glad.
I don't get that still.
The Zelda tax?
Yeah, the Zelda tax. Yeah. Like when you look at the Zelda Amiibo, like the Princess Zelda, it's the lightest, probably the flimsiest looking Amiibo, and it's $16.
But she's royalty, you get
Jason. These. Yeah.
With the champions made sense to me because there's a lot of great detail on them. Yeah. Daruk is massive. It's just the kind of stuff where, okay, that I can get. Like Rider Link, I made sense, but like the Bokoblin and Zelda, that is a little really, guys. But
I can see that
they wanted that uniform price look. I don't know, but I'm glad that off the hook here, they are going to be at what I like to call my accepted Amiibo rate. So
the $12 or $13 or less.
Yep, that magic number.
I can see that. So again, we have no idea when these are coming out, but they are indeed coming. I don't think anybody was shocked by this news.
Oh no. Shocked by one thing. I was shocked that it just came out of nowhere. That's all it was.
Nintendo, they did the same thing with Callie and Marie.
Right.
It was the same kind of video. It was the same situation. I woke up and I saw that the news hit at like 4 a.m. So for some reason, they love to do this.
Well, they probably announced it in Japan at like a very reasonable hour, and then it was a matter of the time difference. But hey, every idol group needs a great PR push, so I'm glad that it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. The one thing that surprises me a bit about this is Splatoon 2 is still pretty young. I mean, it came out, last
July.
But, it's less than a year old, and we're already getting all of this new content and the Amiibo. It took a bit for Callie and Marie to come out. It was over a year.
Well, with that,
the launch of Splatoon.
I think they needed to gauge the interest, and they're like, okay, we've got a hit. Now it's a matter of we expected it. The fact that we expected it, we wouldn't have called Callie and Marie Amiibo like on Splatoon launch day. They're obviously the most I don't want to say well-designed characters in the entire first game because the shopkeepers are great. But anyway, they're the most prevalent and prominent. So it makes sense. Like, okay, that's going to happen now that we're on to the wave 2 of the Amiibo. Yeah. That's what we're getting now. It was planned this time. I do wish that maybe like the shopkeepers would get some love, but I don't think that there's enough of a push there for Amiibo of them. But I will take off the hook. Like, I'm going to buy these day one.
one thing I know about these as well, and I don't think the US announced this yet, the Japanese site did confirm that part of the functionality of these amiibo is that you can take selfies with your character with Marina and or Pearl.
Okay.
Which I know a lot of people are going to like.
Yeah, no, that'll be great.
Personally, I think it's not the greatest.
But great.
The one thing I saw that somebody had a great idea. They said, I would buy these day one if it gave me the ability to skip the intro of Splatoon 2. So like the whole off the hook intro.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. You tap it on your controller and it just skips it.
Well,
I would buy that in a heartbeat.
I'm like that weird person who loves that intro exists. I think it gives...
Oh my god.
It gives the game...
Lauren and I were talking about that today.
I love it. I mean, I always
gotta be
love
somebody
Callie and
crazy enough
Marie.
to like it.
I love Pearl and Marina. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, they're here. But I get it. It's... You want to jump in and you want to play, but you have to sit through the intro. I know I'm weird.
Way too long.
It gives the game, to me, it gives the game some personality. Not that the game is lacking in personality by any stretch.
I hope Lauren heard this because literally 40 minutes ago, we were sitting down playing Splatoon 2 with my daughter, and we were saying, who in their right mind likes this?
This guy.
And Lauren said, there's got to be somebody crazy enough that likes the intro.
I mean, you guys know me. I fit that bill.
I suppose. I don't know, man. I don't know. But there you go. We have not Callie and Marie. Marina and Pearl.
There we go.
Coming sometime later this year.
Hey, get it right. It's Pearl and Marina. Pearl comes first.
Marina all the way, baby.
No.
Pearl creeps me out.
I love that Pearl creeps me out. Like she has way more personality. That's what I'm getting.
She's got the snaggle tooth.
Yes, she does.
I don't know about that.
Man, she great. You crazy.
I don't like it. Don't like it.
Oh, well, more amiibo for me.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it in triplicate. I'm sure.
You have to buy it.
Lauren wants one.
Yeah.
My daughter wants one, and I need two.
Of course.
For my inbox and out of box collection because I'm insane.
Because you're amiibo, Jason.
Yeah. There you go. All right, real quick fun fact before we swap over to a new topic tonight. We do have Social Blade running on here tonight, so if you subscribe to us, you'll see your name come up on our stream, which is great. If you donate to us, we have a link down below if you'd like to donate to the stream. We're not saying you have to.
Not at all.
Hey, I'll take your money.
I mean,
I'll put it to good use. I'll buy some more stuff like this.
Yeah, I mean, we might be putting some money towards some great stuff that people might have seen on Twitter the other night. Who knows?
That's another thing we have to talk about.
Oh yeah, it is.
Too. I might even give a sneak peek of one of the videos during this newscast.
I mean,
to kind of gauge interest if people want to see this.
If you're asking for people's subs and money, I mean, we have to give them a little something for coming out and watching us, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I just dropped an ungodly amount of money on our new server.
Ooh, I mean, that's a good thing, but that's also, ooh.
The site's going to run much, much better. There's a funny story behind that, too. If we have time tonight, we'll talk about it.
For sure.
But
we got
we have a new
else.
server coming to the site. Yeah, we do. You know what? Let's talk about that just real quick.
Sure.
We can talk about that now.
Okay.
We have an amazing friend/contact in Japan.
Yeah, we do.
A very good friend of Ricky Berg, who is essentially a Nintendo Wire contributor now.
Oh yeah. No.
One video you might have seen is she went into a Japanese Sega arcade and found all of the Nintendo prizes, took video of it, we put together like a compilation. So we found something even better.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna let you talk about it, and I'm gonna pull the video up.
For sure.
I'm gonna pull the video up.
So yeah, in let's see, I'm not gonna bother trying to figure out time differences right now, but I will say that just about a day ago in Japan, a new store event at Kittyland locations, that's a chain of stores, they have a Waddle Dee collaboration event. So
you're talking Waddle Dee. I was
no, I know.
Big Chin. Okay, go ahead.
I'm leading.
Because the photos on the screen. Go ahead.
I didn't know how much I had to lead in, Jason. The bottom line is there's a Waddle Dee event in the stores, and whenever there's an event in Japanese stores, that means that the gachas are coming out in droves. And we finally found these big chinned Kirbys that we've been looking for what feels like forever. Like, she was able to find machines. She was able to see them in the wild, but they were always empty. People are coming out and people want these big chinned Kirbys. I mean, look at Meta Knight. So it's one of those.
He looks pretty great.
Oh, I know. But it's one of those things where like I had a feeling. I'm like, oh, they might be there. They might be at this D stuff, but like, okay, we'll go out. We'll see the Waddle Dees. But hey, we got the big surprise there and the big chins there, and I could not be happier.
Just realized I can resize this on the fly. So hey, you can see us and you can see this,
and you can see how happy I am. Like seriously,
he is like the Kirby king.
Yeah.
The reason we're bringing this up is we have a video series about Nintendo Gachapones, and I provided our contact with a little bit of money to grab us a bunch of these things, and if our audience likes them, we're gonna run a giveaway where we do like either, depending if it's on Twitter or YouTube, it might be a YouTube giveaway, but you could win one of these Japanese exclusive big chinned Kirbys.
Yes, and so, if the hunt for them is anything like I imagined, these are tough to find. So we hope you guys are interested, because
how many stores did she go to, by the way?
Man, well, here's the thing: you don't really go to stores; you go to areas, and they just have like walls of Gachapon, man. And like she must have made at least like half a dozen trips within the last couple weeks, a few before. And it just no luck, and only found the machines twice. Found a couple of Mario Odyssey machines, a couple of Splatoon ones. Those aren't too tough to spot. These Kirby ones, though, that's the real deal. And I mean, you could even see in the picture that we got up there, there's a different Kirby Gacha behind it. But I mean, these chins, man. We know you people.
I want the
these
Warp
chins.
Star.
I want the Warp Star. No,
the Warp Star is the best.
Warp Star's mine, man.
You know, I think we're going to have to get the Nintendo Wire team together, because I know more people want them.
Yeah.
We'll get a fund together, and we'll see how much money we can feasibly send to your friend.
Well, we'll see also how many are left. That's the thing, because these are going hot. But with, like I said, this Waddle Dee collaboration store event, I think we're in a good spot to get a few of them. And that's a good thing.
All right, we can pull this video or this photo off the screen now. So, boop.
All
right.
I love them.
I know. I hate to see them go. I really do.
Yeah.
But that being said, if you guys are interested in a giveaway like that, let us know. Obviously, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to win one of these. We're more than likely going to try to give these away on YouTube.
Yeah.
My goal is by the end of this year to get our YouTube channel to 100,000 subs. It's a lofty goal.
Yeah, it is.
But we're averaging about 1,000 new subs now every 7 days. And I think once we get that momentum going, it's going to keep going and going. So if you don't sub already, I'd love you forever. Yeah. Like, I seriously.
The fact that we're able to do these kinds of things and think about these kind of things comes down to how much you guys are supporting us. And we love it. We appreciate it. We really do. And that's why we're here talking to you about it. So if you can, do what you can, even if that just means continue to watch us, continue to come out for streams, and just thank you.
We love you. That's a true story. All right, so Marina and Pearl Amiibo are coming.
Yes.
Let's move on to the next one.
Oh, yeah.
I really, really want to talk a bit about Detective Pikachu.
Oh.
Because we have yet to have the opportunity to talk about Detective Pikachu.
Let's do it.
Since this is more of an Amiibo-driven event tonight, I wanted to get Ricky's opinion and our audience's opinion on this too, about how they feel about a supersized Amiibo. Because personally, I like Amiibo in all different forms. I like cards, I like the 3-inch figures, I like Mega Yarn Yoshi, but I don't have a spot for this one. Like, I don't know where he's going.
Yeah.
I have a shelf for my Amiibo above me. He doesn't fit. Oh my God, happily candied, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
The one and only.
I didn't want to crash your party before.
You never crash our party.
You are the
feel
party.
Like I would, and I wanted to give you and Ricky time.
Happily candied is here, everybody.
Woo! Should I get my headphones?
Yeah, I don't have a splitter. I didn't know that you were.
He specifically asked me. He's like, "Will you please hop in at one point?"
I actually have a splitter downstairs. So you.
No.
No, I have to grab it.
Oh, okay. I guess I can take over.
Yeah, you can take over.
Okay.
I'll grab
Ricky?
the splitter.
What a happy accident.
It's you and me, Ricky.
It's everything I ever dreamed of. Here we go.
I know. And even better, I think this is a sign that you and I need to take over the newscast from now on.
I mean, do we really need Amiibo, Jason? I mean, come on.
Not really. I mean, it's all about Amiibo Ricky and Amiibo Lauren now.
Oh, that's official now. You all heard it first.
I love it. It's good to be here, though. I had a fun time. I was listening to you guys talk about Marina and Pearl.
Well, I knew how much you'd love me talking about Pearl in particular.
She's my favorite. I must admit, we're going to backtrack just a little bit. I geek out whenever I see the intro. Now, I don't like the length of the intro.
Right.
But our daughter and I love Marina and Pearl, and we like saying their slogan all the time. So we just yell it out every now and then.
Oh, see, that's
I had
amazing.
a splitter. I'm going to have to unplug
Oh,
this.
1 second.
Sure.
Okay.
Ricky, okay, here's the thing. There might be echo, and that's the thing I want to try to avoid.
Okay.
So, I'm going to let everybody hear us. Ricky, go aad and talk.
Okay.
If there's echo, then we're going to have to figure something else out.
Got it. Well, I'm talking now so everybody can hear my voice and we can see if we can make this happen. But
Can
hey,
you believe it?
let's see if we can keep our fingers all collectively crossed. Share your energy with us. Let's make
No
it
echo.
happen.
Please, no echo.
We got an echo? Let us know.
No one said anything yet.
No.
I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Are we okay,
I think we're
everyone?
okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
So while you were gone, I had to backtrack just a little bit because I wanted to give my input.
On what?
On Marina and Pearl.
Oh, hang on then. If we're going back,
We really don't have to go back.
I gotta put the video back. There you go.
And
now we're good to
we
go.
got no echo. We're good. Thank you for
No echo.
guys.
No echo. Awesome. That's awesome. Well, I love the Marina and Pearl amiibo, and even though I was asleep when I heard about the news, I was still very excited, and I was even more thrilled about the news when I saw that Pearl had, instead of the purple vibe going on, it did lean towards the hot pink.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's something that I had been wondering about a while ago, because she has obviously the pearlescent type of look to her, and it leans either more towards purple and lilac or hot pink, and they went with the hot pink.
No, that's how they got to do it. Like that.
People love your hair, by the way.
That hot pink is lit.
Oh, really?
I do too.
Thanks. This is temporary while I wait for a stylist to be able to help me out.
Honestly, Nintendo is really, really enjoying waking us up with news. Like, they like to do that to us. But again, thank God we have the amazing Tom in the UK. And then we have people that are modding our chat right now who never sleep.
Seriously.
Which is amazing too, because they always help us find this content.
Ricky,
So-
you are one of them.
I am one of them.
Yeah. I get articles from you at like sometimes 3 or 4 in the morning.
I don't sleep. It's a problem, but it's okay.
It's like Christmas morning when I wake up, though. I actually like knowing that I have work waiting for me instead of having to like dig for it. So it's like the best gift ever.
Well, blame Fire Emblem Heroes for like releasing their content at 11 p.m. my time.
Yeah. Ugh. Well, you're the perfect person to be up for that, because I am not as familiar with obviously the franchise and the game as you are. So thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
It's what I do.
Okay, so if you want, we can go forward to.
We can move
Pikachu
forward.
now.
That's
go
great.
forward.
I thought I would join in for at least one of the amiibo talks.
I got my obligatory Fire Emblem Heroes shout out for the night. We can go forward.
I'm glad we at least got to talk about Kirby, though.
Oh, seriously.
We have time tonight to talk about Star Allies too.
Yes,
So I know there's some things that I know you want to talk about regarding that. So
Yeah, there is.
But Detective Pikachu is a massive amiibo. He is a little bit more than double the height of a standard edition amiibo. And again, for a lot of collectors, I think it's going to be very, very difficult to find a spot for this guy to live. So Ricky, I've never asked you. I never got your opinion on this one. How you feel about this supersized amiibo? Do you like it? You were wishing it was like a little bit different?
You know, I like it. I like that it's a new direction for Amiibo, even if it's just, hey, take an Amiibo and make it bigger. But it's in the same kind of vein, but not on the same level as Mega Yarn Yoshi, and even I'd say regular Yarn Yoshi and Poochie, like that kind of specialized Amiibo for a certain title. I think it's the best fit for it, and it is a little odd that this is the first Pokemon Amiibo that we're getting that isn't tied to Smash. Like that kind of struck me, but. I mean, people love Pikachu. People love the relationship that Pikachu usually has with trainers, be it Ash, be it this character that we're going to see in Detective Pikachu. So the idea of having this bigger sort of buddy to be right there with you as you play, the appeal, it's there. Like, I get it. It's just, man, I wanted to see something more from Pokemon, I guess.
I can't believe it though. Like
Yeah.
I can't believe there isn't more.
Right. There is. Oh, you know what? Let me backtrack. There is the Shadow Mewtwo amiibo card. That's the only other one.
That barely counts.
Oh, I know. But,
You know, and now that you mention that, I have no idea where my Shadow Mewtwo card is.
Jason,
I gotta find that.
you gotta find that. Check your Pokken
do.
tournament
Lost
box.
My God.
Uh-oh. How long has it been since you've seen it?
The Shadow Mewtwo
Yeah,
amiibo when
yeah.
we moved. It's okay.
It's around.
The amazing AK. Can you grab that amiibo for me?
Yeah, which one?
The Shadow Mewtwo.
Oh.
AK Shop is like one of the most talented custom amiibo makers in the business. And while some people might have a Shadow Mewtwo card, I have a Shadow Mewtwo custom amiibo. Complete on its tail, it has my heart tattoos. Oops, wrong arm. My heart tattoos that she was gracious enough to actually paint on his tail. So I'm okay. I think I'm okay if I can't find the card.
This is beautiful.
No,
I
that is
never
beautiful.
scanned this though. I wonder if it scans in as Shadow Mewtwo.
You'll have to try that now.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Luckily, for the most part, we have Gone to Chris, we have AK Shop, and we had Evilos.
TJ.
And TJ. No, I was gonna say just the Pokemon ones.
Oh, okay.
Kick Ash. They all designed special Pikachu custom amiibo or Pokemon custom amiibos for us. So we have a whole lot of them.
Yes.
Not official, but they still look good.
Yeah, no, these customs, they are beautiful. But now we do have a new official Pokemon amiibo. Maybe it's not what
And it's
people have
huge.
been asking for, but I like it. Like, I like it in principle. I'm never been the biggest Pikachu fan. Moving to Japan kind of bumped him up in my eye because he's everywhere. But still.
I love them.
I just realized I was drinking the tea
Yeah.
out of the tiny air hole. And I'm like, why is this not
Jason.
working?
Hey,
And then
Ricky.
Yeah.
The technology that you've brought over to us from Japan doesn't quite sync well with Jason.
What is this cup?
It's magic because it actually keeps the tea warm for a very long time.
I don't like it.
I'm sorry it was so difficult. I didn't realize that was the Pokemon Center one. I'm glad
It's
you're
the
using
Pokemon
it.
Center one. It's hard to see with the lighting, but
Yeah,
Ricky
yeah.
got this for me.
Oh.
And I use this all the time whenever I want any drink to stay super hot or super cold for a long time.
Well, I'm glad.
We have another
it is-
image of the Detective
served its
Pikachu amiibo
purpose.
up here to give you guys an idea of just how big this thing is. I have the 2DS XL right here. Whoa, what am I playing? And to kind of give you an idea of how big this is, here's the Kirby amiibo. Oh, isn't it beautiful? This is what it looks like on the screen. Take a look at this compared to that screenshot. Like, it's out of this world big. So I'm really curious to see how heavy this thing's going to be. And it's $30.
And it's $30. That's the big
And that's
pill to
outside. And
swallow.
now that we know that Ricky has a comfort zone when it comes to how much he wants to pay for an amiibo, that's
get-
outside of your comfort zone.
That's outside of my comfort zone. That said, there's a clause in that comfort zone if they give me a big old Kirby amiibo.
Yeah.
Mega Yarn Kirby?
Oh man, don't,
Oh, look at him. He's like geeking out over it.
don't.
No, don't toy with me.
I want it now. I mean, I always wanted it in my heart, but now I want it more.
Oh, man.
That's so sad. Now, I've never heard you voice it, but I can imagine how that's been in your mind ever since the Mega Yarn Yoshi release.
It has, because I mean, good feeler behind both of them. The Yarn Kirby's a little different, but if they move in that crochet direction, it's got to happen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This,
Oh, I did it again. There we go. That's the right
Jason.
side.
But yeah, I love this Detective Pikachu amiibo. In fact, my number one question that came to mind was something you just covered, and that was how heavy is this thing going to be?
Yeah.
Is it going to be a little hollow inside to alleviate some of that extra weight?
I hope not.
I hope not too, because
Yeah.
I want to know that it has mass.
I want
to
to drop it on my foot and break a toe.
Oh wow. I love this thing, and I want to know what customs are going to come from this.
Oh yeah, no, that's
You
the
know?
big one, because finally we have a
Yeah.
different pose to like Pikachu.
Yeah.
The Smash
Yeah.
Pikachu, its pose was always so like, it's me, I'm Pikachu.
Yeah.
Like this has got a little personality. This is like DeVito-esque.
We speaking of customs one more time, we have a Detective Pikachu amiibo we've had now for over a year. The amazing Gone to Chris made us a Detective Pikachu amiibo. She actually sent it to New York for us, which was amazing. Happily Candy's going to put it on the camera real quick. This is what a standard size one looks like.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look as angry
No, not at all.
as this current one. I like how Ricky's like shaking his head like, oh yeah, I can totally see it when he can't see us. Oh, can you see us?
Yeah, yes. No, I have this open.
Oh, you can. Okay, it's delayed.
Yes,
delayed.
it's just delayed.
I thought he couldn't see us.
I'm watching y'all.
Oh, that's so great. Yeah, I like this one. I do like the I like both of them, but I like the attitude coming from the other one, because if you compare that to all the other official Pikachu one, you want it to be different. I mean, even not, you don't want just to be the size or the addition of the hat and the different base, but something else. And they do that through the adorably angry expression.
You can see Ryan Reynolds right in that face, can't you?
Right, yeah.
What do you guys think of that? Ryan Reynolds as Detective Pikachu.
Right. I know how people reacted to Pikachu talking in the last Pokemon movie, but now he's gonna be Ryan Reynolds.
It's because... Wait, what did he say?
Oh,
I always want to be with you or something?
Something like that, yeah.
I still remember, I still think back, somebody snuck in a video camera into that movie, and you can hear this guy's childhood crumbling when Pikachu starts talking. Pikachu's like, it's because... And this guy's like, no!
But it was more defeated than that, because a few seconds pass and you just hear this, no! But it was genuine. That was the best part about it. Like, it was so heartfelt.
Oh no, did we lose Ricky?
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god, we lost Ricky. We can get him back.
Yeah,
we'll get him back.
We can get me back.
We lost your video.
Yeah, no, I think I was laughing too hard.
So we have your audio, we just don't have your video.
Okay, I can fix this.
Fix it.
I'm fixing it, I hope, maybe.
Right now we just have a picture of Ness that's pulsating. Hey!
There I am.
Hey-o.
The one and only. I've said that like 4 times tonight.
It's true.
Yeah.
But again, this thing is coming out in March. So if you want to pick this up, this is kind of another sign of the times when it comes to Amiibo. It's not sold out anywhere. It's at Amazon, it's at GameStop, it's at Walmart, it's at, Quick Trip. It's at your local 5 and Dime.
Really?
Yeah.
Dollar store?
Yeah, Dollar Store, Dollar General.
Dr. Mario, Walgreens exclusive.
There you I haven't heard that in a long time.
I love it.
I'm bringing it back, baby. I'm bringing it back.
Do it.
So it's not sold out anywhere. It's $30. The best deal of the day is if you have GCU, you get 20% off it at Best Buy. I pretty much get all of my Amiibo at Best Buy now with GCU. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. They're the best deal in the biz right now. So, But there it is, Detective Pikachu. Our other Amiibo that's coming out sometime this year. So we have Marina and Pearl, Detective Pikachu. We have 3 new Shovel Knight Amiibo coming out in the form of Plague Knight, King Knight, and Spectre Knight, which are going to be super exciting to pick up. And fun fact too, at NintendoWire.com, if you're looking to add these to a wish list or a virtual collection, we have a collection tracking app. It's on the site. It's super easy. And just this morning, it was 7:30 in the morning. My eyes were red. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. And I spent the time putting up Marina and Pearl on the website just for you. Just for you.
Those are the lengths
for me?
that Amiibo Jason goes to for all of you people.
This is what I do. I'm a sleepy guy.
That's why that is why we talk about it and we emphasize it so much. It's because news might come here and there for you, but our work does not stop for any team member. So we're constantly on the lookout and reporting. So
yeah, and I gave up caffeine this year.
Yes, he gave up caffeine on top of that, so that has been an extra, I would say, struggle to.
I miss it.
Yeah, I
God, I miss it.
Hang in there.
I'm so sorry.
Let's move on to should we do Mario Kart, or do you guys want to talk about the new Switch internet program? What do you call it? Online services. Let's go Mario Kart.
Let's go Mario Kart. We already accidentally put that up earlier in the night.
Yeah. It was only for a second.
That's what you put up.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was.
I was going to label these, but then we had no time. We were already late. We were super late. And we are going to talk Bayonetta a little bit tonight because Bayonetta's my bae. Mm-hmm. She really is. I'm excited. Beyond excited. But let's go Mario Kart Tour. Why? She's my internet bae. That sounds really bad too.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so Mario Kart Tour has been announced by Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
This was initially announced at the Nintendo investors meeting. Nintendo has been saving a lot of these announcements for that investor meeting because obviously they want their investors to be happy and not take their money outside of Nintendo. So we got that news about a week ago. And as of a couple days ago, we have a little bit more information about what to expect from this game. But what we know so far is it's due out sometime before March of 2019. So it could be any time from now until March 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing it's going to be closer to that March 2019. So I wouldn't expect it tomorrow. There's no screenshots. There's no video. There's no gameplay mechanics. We have no character rosters. We have no courses. So we really know nothing about what this is going to be. Hey, we got a new subscriber. My little Sonic Bros. You're amazing.
Thank you.
It's very personal.
It is. So we really know nothing except we know it's going to be free to start. And I'm giving my Dr. Evil quotation fingers. Free to start.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of people have.
It's about what they said about Super Mario Run. So
They
what I'm
also
expecting.
they also said it about Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
Oh yeah,
In fact, it's on the website calling it a free to start game.
I can't
So-
wait till we get our cart tickets to buy the special seat that brings Waluigi into the game.
Let's not get there.
Yes.
Let's not go there quite yet.
Sorry.
To give you guys kind of an idea of what free to start means, back in the day when they announced the partnership between Nintendo and Dina, or DNA, I think it's Dina, right?
I say Dina.
Yeah, I say Dina too. Ricky, what do you say?
I've always
your
said
head.
Denna.
Dana.
Oh, Dana.
Yeah, that's
Dana.
I mean, Denna. Yeah.
Dana. Okay, I'm done.
See, it wouldn't be a newscast without you guys singing in some form.
It's great.
Yeah.
So we do know that when the Nintendo partnership started with Dina, that Iwata was asked about how he feels about free-to-play games. And he said that he does not like the term free-to-play.
Mm-hmm.
He prefers the term free-to-start.
Yeah.
So free-to-start is Nintendo slang for free-to-play.
Yes.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It could go the Mario Kart or the Super Mario Run routes and we pay one time. Maybe. My guess is for a game like this, we are going to see some sort of microtransactions put into the game. My hope for it is that it's not going to give anybody any kind of advantage of going up the leaderboards, if that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to see anything like get an extra item, 25% extra chance to get a blue shell, stuff like that. My hope is everything's aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like new racers, new carts, stuff like that. It doesn't affect your speed.
You'll have to pay, and then you'll be able to be a blue shell, and you'll just
That would be great.
You'll race to the front every time.
I would dig that.
I like that idea.
It's I don't think they're going to go the route of giving you a gameplay advantage. I don't know if this has got enough potential to be like a gacha game. We did kind of see the random unlocks in Mario Kart 8 with respect to, you get enough coins, then you get a cart piece, and you have no control over what that cart piece is. So there's potential there. That said, I'm expecting something more to the effect of kind of like a middle ground between Mario Run and Pocket Camp, where there'll be like maybe you have a one-time, the base game will give you maybe 1-2 Grand Prix, and then you'll have to potentially pay a flat fee to get everything else there. And then maybe they have like, you've logged in today. Here's your bonus. You use that, and then you can potentially have like a boost for the day in terms of maybe there's always been kind of like a leveling system. You get more experience. Maybe it is a cart part unlock, something like that. But I don't think you'll be getting a speed up. I don't think you'll be getting anything like that. Characters there are maybe, but man, I don't want to like just race as Mario. I got to race as like Yoshi, Waluigi, Boo. That's what I need.
I think a lot of people are hoping for like a full console-like experience, which makes no sense to me.
No, you gotta have
Nintendo just put out Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, you gotta
like
have
less than a year ago.
Have the expectations in check. This is going to be a mobile game. That doesn't mean it's going to be a bad game. I have a problem, and it's called Fire Emblem Heroes. So, like, these games can be fun. They can be engrossing. It's just a matter of what direction do they take it. But I just hope it's not oversimplified either.
In my So I did a short video about my thoughts about Mario Kart Tour. So in my experience, in my research, I picked up every kart game on iOS that I could, including Garfield Kart.
Cartfield?
Which is an abomination. Oh. It's an abomination.
Does it make you
Garfield Kart?
Does it make you hate every day as much as a Monday?
It made me oddly hungry for lasagna.
Oh man, you should have some lasagna.
Yeah.
I should. I got Crash Nitro Kart.
Whoa!
And I got some other thing. I can't remember what it was. Crash Nitro Kart was tilt controls. Garfield Kart had on-screen controls, and they were both terrible. So my thought is,
I mean, it's got to be one or the other.
For this
man.
is 100% going to be tilt controls. It's going to be gyro controls. Nintendo's been prepping us for this since Mario Kart Wii back in the day, and they're still using it on the Switch. So I'm not expecting Nintendo's going to have on-screen button controls. Those have always and will always suck when it comes to precision controlling. But what do you think about that? What do you think about the control system for a mobile Mario Kart? What would be like ideal for you?
I really think it, as simple as the games are right now that Nintendo's putting out on mobile, I think it's going to be a simple change of direction, little swiping with your hand to navigate the car.
You think so?
Yeah, I really think it's going to be easy. I can't see it being something like, you press arrows or whatever. I feel with like the direction it's heading in, or it's going to be a simple, I guess it could be little tapping here and there.
Yeah.
But I do think I was really surprised with how I guess Nintendo went with Pocket Camp, and which I saw in chat. Yes, I still play that, not as regularly as I did because things have picked up with work lately. But other than that, yes, I still play with that. But I was surprised with the direction they went with that, even though I really shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the direction they're going to go in, though, with Mario Kart.
I feel like if they made it too simplistic, it would be cheapening their brand.
Yeah.
Mario Run, I feel like, was a decent attempt. It was a good attempt at doing an endless runner.
Yeah.
Even though it does end, technically. With Remix 10, it's more or less an endless runner now.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think we might see something completely new here. Why I don't understand why Nintendo would want to create like a mobile version of something that's already selling amazingly well on their Switch. It's got to be something that is going to bridge the gap between people that don't want to pick up a Switch and play Mario Kart and people that have phones that, are just kind of toying around with it. So I think they're going to find something that are going to bring those people over to the Switch. So we'll see. I mean, I was super surprised with Pocket Camp.
Yeah.
I was not expecting it to be that robust.
I think they are using mobile games as a tool to get people to turn to the Switch for sure. That's why I do think, like we've talked about this pretty much every single time we've had the opportunity to. Pocket Camp is probably going to be related somehow or connected to in some way to the Switch game.
Yeah.
Right.
And if not in I don't know, I guess like a physical sense in that way.
Yeah.
Think about how Pokemon Go increased the 3DS sales. I mean, it's so easy. The connection is there. The mental connection is there. People are all of a sudden interested in this. So again, Mario Kart is a great way to kind of just have those people gravitate towards other real Nintendo consoles.
Definitely.
Nintendo has hit it out of the park for the most part with every mobile game they've done. So I'm not too worried. Miitomo, not so much, maybe.
There we go.
Seeing that's ending soon. We never even had the opportunity to kind of talk about that on a live stream. But
Ricky, how are your feelings? Did you ever sign on anymore?
With Miitomo, no. The last time I signed on was when you needed to get my Miis for this lovely intro that played. It's just, it was great. I was super into it for a little while. But the bottom line was it couldn't hold me, unfortunately. But it was never a game. It was like a social app, which is, in that way, it was fun. That just doesn't appeal to me as a player, a consumer, what have you. I need something a little more. That's why I was into Mario Run for a while when it came out on Android finally. I love Fire Emblem Heroes, and I do play Pocket Camp pretty much daily as well. So
yeah,
it's something where Miitomo just doesn't really fit in with those. It's a different sort of idea from Nintendo, and I'd love to see some kind of social push on the Switch side of things that takes ideas from that, because as is, there's not really any Mii integration there. Not that I'm like, oh, when are those Miis coming? but it's still like it did become a big kind of foothold for Nintendo back on the Wii and even the Wii U. So and they're still in the 3DS as well. So it would be interesting to see if they just completely drop it with Miitomo, especially since we had Miitopia just last year as well. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I think me still have a lifespan.
Yeah.
We're still seeing them integrated into My Nintendo.
Yes.
So you can have them as your icon. There's still a Mii Maker technically built into the Switch, so it's still there.
Yeah.
But Miitomo leaving is gonna crush me in some ways. If anybody watches the Nintendo Wiretap, and you should, it's great.
Again, very personal.
I spend a lot of time on it. The amazing TJ, who does Custom Conquest, Me, Smash Supremacy. Miitomo was this tool to get high definition scans that we can green screen into these shows. So before this thing is gone, we're going to be spending a lot of time like pulling every pose out of my Mii. Like in case I get really fat, I better make a fat one of me. If I get really skinny, I better get a skinny one.
You already have a skinny one.
If I like lose an arm or
what?
something.
Really?
Do they have? Can you do that?
No, they don't have that.
I'm just saying I need to prepare for worst case scenario.
TJ's a master. I'm sure he'd be able to figure something out.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we use for a lot of this stuff. So, and I know some people were asking about Smash Supremacy too. It is coming back. Mm-hmm. So if you guys want to see that, it is coming back. It's a long process to make one of these things. Stay tuned. If you want to see what TJ's actually up to, follow him on Twitter. He's at Custom Conquest. You can find all of his stuff there.
And you really should.
You should.
Yeah.
But
it is quality content.
Mm-hmm.
All right, final thoughts on Mario Kart Tour, Ricky?
You know, with how preliminary it is, I don't really have much other than I'm excited that Nintendo has more mobile games on their plate now. We have a Zelda game that was mentioned like once a while back, and still we haven't heard anything on that. But
yeah,
to my knowledge, it still exists. And now we have Mario Kart Tour. The original 4 Nintendo mobile games have all been released to, I would say each has had their successes. And I want to see that track record continue, and I want to see it diversify. I want to see more. Thank you, Nintendo things come onto my phone. Be it like, I don't know, something like Kirby. I mean, but even beyond that, there's a lot of potential with pretty much any mainline Nintendo franchise.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see Mario Kart happen. It opens the door for more Mario spin-offs. What about a Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, that kind of stuff?
I feel the same way. At the same time, too, I understand that the 3DS is ending its lifespan. But when I'm seeing a lot of these games ending up on mobile, it makes me think of all the stuff we're missing on the 3DS. Mm-hmm. I love this little guy.
Oh, yeah.
And it kills me to know that it's on its last legs. But
it's interesting.
It is what it is.
I frequent the 3DS subreddit more than any other page on Reddit. Mm-hmm. And it is fascinating with all the small reports that come out from Nintendo, and people are still fascinated with its, not wouldn't say dependency, but its interest in keeping the 3DS alive.
Yeah.
And even a recent report came out saying something about how this is uncharted territory because it's the first time where a console should be phasing out, but Nintendo itself as a company still has an interest in it because they see the sales and they see the interest from the fans, and that's why this is kind of like unprecedented in its own history. So that's why I'm wondering, they could make a decision about keeping it alive at least for a little longer than usual, with maybe some new games and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I'm interested to see the direction it chooses to go into because, like they said, this is uncharted territory right now. I
think they have a very good idea of what this is already.
Oh, yeah. No, I think they do too. But I also think it's very interesting that they're trying to keep it alive through these reports at the same time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be making these statements.
Oh, I agree. I'm guessing we're going to see something about this at E3 this year if Nintendo decides to go the mobile route, but who knows? We're supposed to get a February Direct, too.
Yeah.
We only got, 17 more days in February?
Yeah.
I don't want to hold my breath, but I still heartily believe that we're getting Kirby Joy-Cons
I want-
or a Kirby Pro Controller this year
Yes.
for Star Allies. And if they're going to do it, they have to announce it soon.
Yes, they do. I absolutely want both and or all of those things because, I mean, you all know me, but it's one of those, we haven't gotten a game-related set of Joy-Con, like, in terms of any sort of pattern or decal or anything like that. We've gotten the marketed as Mario Red ones, the marketed as Splatoon color ones. Even if these are just bubblegum pink Kirby ones, or if they have some kind of star decal or even a heart decal to fit in with the game, I am all about that right now. Like, give it to me. I'm telling you now, Nintendo, give it to me. I'll give you money. I have money. You can have it. You just have to give me Kirby again and again and again.
My issue with Joy-Cons right now is I feel like Nintendo could do so much cooler stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I want a decal. Like, I want the special edition that actually says,
like the silhouette of of something else.
Like, it could be just like an outline of Kirby with 25 on it. And I'd be like, yes!
Seriously.
Give it to me.
Like, I don't care if I'm literally drowning in Kirby 25th anniversary merchandise at this point. I want more. I don't care if it's already been a year since they were celebrating it. Celebrate this anniversary for 3 years. I don't care. Just more.
I want a Zelda 31st anniversary.
That'll be something.
Oh. Well, I'm sure they'll have one in a very small way.
But I think Nintendo, like with Mario Odyssey, it's like, okay, we'll release these dark red Joy-Cons. I'm like, no, you get a dark red, a dark blue, and you put an M on the back of it or on the bottom of it, and then you sell them like hotcakes.
You make the buttons yellow on one and like his shoe brown on the other.
It's ridiculous.
Come on, guys. Come on.
But I feel like Nintendo they don't want to go too far too fast. Like they want to surprise people, and I get that.
Well, I mean, think about the leaps and bounds it's made just in the last 2 years with everything. I mean, you have movies, you have a theme park, you have a brand new console with all of a sudden these third-party games coming on left and right. I mean, the strides it's taking alone right now. That's why it's like, trust me, I am too. You know how crazy I am about handhelds and all the accessories and everything. I want to see the different Joy-Cons, but at the same time, I'm like, I see why they're not even hesitating. They're just planning. Everything is very well thought out right now.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm being patient, because I know that I feel like in time we'll get all this.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
Nintendo is not shy in milking every dime out of its fan base.
Oh yeah.
And I still have a couple bucks left to give Nintendo, so I'm sure they want that. So come and get it. If you're watching it, come and get it.
You heard it.
So before we move on to the Nintendo Switch Online, let's move into, we can answer some questions from the chat. So that's always something fun we can do.
Yeah.
Ricky, you look so excited.
We've been talking about Kirby more than I expected tonight. We're opening the door for questions with these lovely people who've been watching us. And they happen to be talking about Fire Emblem Heroes right now. Of course.
You're in a dream.
Yes, I'm in Dreamland. It's great.
I love it. Oh, yeah.
But if you guys have any questions, feel free to let us know.
And do they have any on Twitter? Are you going to get to that at the end?
Yeah, we're going to get to that on Twitter. Okay. So we'll answer some questions here, and then we'll move on to what we had on Twitter as well. But this is something that we want to do weekly again. Our goal is to do this like a Nintendo Newscast, maybe every Sunday. What do we got?
Matthew's question is the most important of them all.
What's it like, Jason, being much more handsome in real life? Are you saying that I don't look handsome now? Is that what you're saying?
He knows.
Like, is my hair okay?
He knows because he's met you in person, so he knows how handsome you are in real life.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, okay. It's a compliment.
Yeah, I get it.
We have to answer
It's very hard. Like, I gotta beat people off the stick. That sounds really bad. It's really hard to be me.
Here's an easy one to answer. This Pegagator gal is asking, what is your favorite game coming this year? I've already said it several times. I'm loving Kirby Star Allies. I really want it. That said, there's a new Fire Emblem coming this year. That's my other bread and butter. But Jason, I think I know what your answer is.
It's complicated. So I don't know what's coming out. So here's the thing. If Metroid Prime 4 comes out this year, that's my answer.
There we go.
But as it stands right now, Bayonetta 1 and 2, baby. We are 5 days away. 5 days away from Bayonetta 1 and 2 on the Switch. I am beyond excited for it, and there's a reason behind it. ever since I picked up Bayonetta 2, because I never played 1. I picked up 2, and it was like a life-changing experience for me. It was fast, it was fluid, it was just an amazing experience. And it killed me because the Bayonetta fanboys that picked it up on PS3 and Xbox 360, they're like, we're boycotting this, I'm never picking up a Wii U, you know, screw Nintendo, blah, blah, blah. So it never got the love it deserved. The Wii U, I don't need to tell you this, didn't sell great. Didn't sell very well.
What?
So now, and the people that did buy it, it was a family console. A lot of parents bought it for kids. They're not picking up like this BDSM like chick holding guns on her hands and feet on the cover with her leg above her head. That's not the game they're picking up for Timmy for Christmas morning.
But what if Timmy was
Unless
like
you got a
really
really cool
good
dad.
this year?
The divorce dads did that. They're like, here, go, Timmy. Don't tell your mom. But it's such a great game. It's such a fantastic game. And the fact that it's coming out on a system that is hot on so many people's minds right now, and it's being exposed to so many more people, makes me incredibly happy.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that Bayonetta 3 is going to be a Switch exclusive, and we have this game to get people hyped up for it, it makes me excited for what we can see from this franchise. My goal is to let as many people know about this game as I can because I want it to succeed. Nintendo took a huge risk resurrecting this franchise from the brink of death. So my hope is that that really pays off. And Nintendo doesn't get second chances to do games very often.
Right.
And the fact that the Switch is essentially just like a better Wii U, much more it's more user friendly.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these games that people skipped over in the Wii U era can be just spread out to a new generation of people. So I hope it does well.
Yeah.
I really do. That's my Bayonetta rant.
Here we go. I see a couple questions here from some longtime viewers that I want to address. First up, this one should be quick. It's Bobby, the one and only, asking, hey, Jason, Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy 7?
Ooh.
That is hard.
1, 2, 3, go.
So
Wait. No, in a sentence.
Final Fantasy 7 is my favorite RPG. Comma.
Okay, this is it.
It's still a
So I
sentence.
probably have to go with that, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is still pretty awesome.
You got it.
The right answer was Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay, next we've got this is another long timer. This is Boba Fett or FNAF fan. I'm gonna always say it FNAF is. Did you ever get yelled at for playing a game for way too long? If you did, what game was it?
That's my entire childhood, man. So it could be anything. Pokemon Red. So when I was a kid, I had a little crawl space under my bed.
Yeah.
It was like my little hidey hole.
Hidey hole.
And
Hidey hole.
yeah,
Neighbor.
I threw some headphones on. I had my Game Boy Color with a little flashlight with Pokemon Red, and I was in my hidey hole.
Aww.
And I was in there, and my mom could not find me. She called the police. And she was like downstairs, terrified, and I just like probably went into the kitchen to get some Cheetos or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey, Mom!" And she's like, hugs me. I was in my room. She didn't believe me. She thought I ran away.
Wow.
I had to catch Mewtwo.
I was in the hidey hole. I caught Mewtwo. I was on a fishing trip in Canada with my dad. And I was the kid that I'm sure my dad was just like, oh, why does my kid have to be the Game Boy player when all the other kids are like, catching fish? But I was catching Mewtwo.
Yo, I've got
That is
a
important too.
fishing trip Nintendo story too.
What is it? What is
Yeah,
it?
no, okay, so I went with some of my dad's family. They lived in Michigan, so I went across the country and we went and visited them for a while on this little cabin on a lake. And I mean, I brought my Game Boy, of course, and it was just, that was where I beat Kirby's Dream Land 2's secret ending for the very first time.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, and I
There's
also,
something about fishing trips, man.
it brings out the best in us, right, Jason?
It bores us to death, so we whip out the Game Boy.
Like I said, let's see.
I know we weren't asked about fishing trips, but still, that's a good story in general.
You guys didn't expect fishing trips, but you got them.
We should do an entire newscast dedicated to fishing
Fishing
trip
trips.
stories.
We're
Can't
gonna
join you on that one.
We'll talk
Happily
about.
Candied, what about you, though?
Yeah,
Do you have
yeah.
any?
No, because I had a mother who was probably even more into video games than myself.
But what about your dad? Like, did you?
My dad was not there most of the time,
Okay.
so he didn't have any say, he didn't have any opinion about it. But my mom was the one where she would, while we were at school, in her spare time, she would build up all of the characters to the points we needed so we could go face the big battle when my sisters and I got home. So my sisters and I would be down. I've told the story before, but I love it. We'd be downstairs at the kitchen table doing our homework, and we had an intercom that went throughout a couple rooms in the house.
Yeah.
And my mom would blast whatever RPG we would be playing over the intercom so you could hear it all over the house. And we'd go, and she'd be like, basically, I'm playing without you. And she would lock the door to her room so we couldn't get in.
That's terrible.
And yeah.
But amazing.
But then she would wait. She would wait till we got there. And then we would all bust in. We would play for 1 or 2 hours, and she had a chocolate candy drawer right there.
Yeah.
So we'd all sit on her bed and we would play. And that was my childhood because I had an amazing mom who's completely supported video games.
How is Pam continuously becoming one of the most amazing people?
Trust me, all my friends.
It's even better in real life, man.
Yes.
Man.
She is kinder in person.
She is kinder in person. She is. She's constantly bringing Jason presents.
What?
All the time. All the time. But yeah, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her, like, as far as Nintendo Wear goes, because she is the one who got me so hooked on video games and was so integrated into my life.
Thanks, Momo.
Yeah.
Thanks, Momo.
Yeah. All parents need to be like that.
Did we have any other questions in chat before we move on?
I saw something about, I'm looking up, I'm scrolling through, oh, where did it go? Oh, no, I already answered that one. Where did you go? Oh, here we go. Geo, there's an exclamation mark. I had to add it. Interesting question. What Odyssey costume would you want to see that wasn't detailed in the data mine?
Okay, that's complicated because I mean, Link was sort of in the data mine. Sort of. So we might see a Link costume as DLC. And if you don't think there's Mario Odyssey DLC coming, you're dead wrong. Like, Nintendo's gonna ride that gravy train until it, like, hits a brick wall and explodes. So it's gonna happen. My guess is around E3, we're gonna get something like Nintendo's greatest hit costume pack, Samus. We're gonna see Mega Man would be amazing. I'd love to see, like, Mario in a Mega Man suit. But I would take a look at bigger Nintendo characters that obviously aren't directly related to Mario. I'm looking up at, like, my Amiibo shelf right now. I'm like, who could this be? So it could be Pitts. It could be, like, something with Fire Emblem. I mean, there's so many options. So I think we're going to see something like that.
Just get a really ripped Ike Mario. That would be something.
I'd dig that. I'd totally dig that. Fox McCloud. What else we got up there?
The whole collection. Everybody's in.
But yeah, what about you? What would be your, like, dream Amiibo costume? Like Chippendales Mario?
Really?
We're halfway there.
We already got the wedding. Now we need the bachelorette party.
That's true.
I'm really not sure. Like an Animal Crossing, like a little Isabelle, little poof for her, for her fur on top. But I feel like he already has, like, Peach's wedding dress and everything like that. So I think we're all set on that front. I don't know. I guess we're all the Marina and Pearl talk. Something Splatoon related would be really fun to see him, like, parading around in neon colors, ink splattered type of getup. I would be all for that.
I mean, Mario already sort of had, like, what was it? The Flood was kind of like ink shooting, except it was like water.
You know what would be really cool? If he's walking around in it, and just for a few seconds as he's walking, he leaves this little ink trail that disappears behind him. Then that would be kind of cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to see, like, a Super Mario Sunshine DLC pack. Like, bring back Flood, something like that. Otherwise, it would be amazing if they had, like, for $20, imagine for 20 or $25, would you buy, like, a remake of Super Mario 64, like, inside of Odyssey?
Yeah, easily. Like, because if I buy that, then they'll make a Sunshine one, and I want that. We already have flood. So there's flood physics in the game, people. That's all I'm saying.
Ricky, any dream costumes for you?
You know what? Yeah, Lauren, you already mentioned Animal Crossing, but I was just thinking of, like, okay, Nintendo characters who have iconic hats. And one of the things that stood out to me was like the old school Animal Crossing like Viking hat or the pointed one. Like I would love to see that come back because that's a cool callback. I'm going to say back like 5 more times in this sentence.
You're on a roll.
Past that, let's see. I mean, the easy thing for me to say is, wow, Kirby would be great. But the only thing is, their dimensions are so different. Even I can recognize that might not work out so well. It's a tough one.
I love Ricky's geek voice for himself.
Yeah. No, trust me. You're gonna hear more of that.
I love it.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one, but something Animal Crossing would make sense. It seems like the ones that Nintendo likes to lean on for like Mario crossovers are Zelda, Animal Crossing, and Splatoon. So I think we've kind of covered all those bases, and obviously the Link one was kind of covered already. So let's see.
Let's do one more question, and then we'll move on to Nintendo Online real quick.
Okay.
What do we got?
Somebody wanted to know E3 predictions.
Sure.
So I've gone first the last couple times. Ricky, do you have any E3 predictions?
Sure.
For Nintendo?
Yeah, and let's shout out to Savannah, the one who asked that question.
Savannah.
I would love to see Fire Emblem 2018. We know it's happening, so I need to see that. I'm not going to steal Lauren's because I know what it's going to be, and I agree with it. But let's see. Past that, yeah, no, I just really want to see Fire Emblem. That's not much of a prediction, but. You know, okay, prediction. Wild prediction with no sort of precedent. I want to see a remaster or a redo of Kid Icarus Uprising on the Switch. There we go.
Without those god-awful controls.
Yeah, no, I love that game. I really do. But it's like you need to physically train yourself to play it. And it's tough because I do think that plays a big part in its identity. Was like, oh, I've mastered it. I finally can Kid Icarus. I'm good now, but my hands look like this.
Yep. The fact that they had to
price
bundle,
you've paid.
The fact they had to bundle every game with a stand for your 3DS.
Right.
Says something about how that game was.
I want Kid Icarus to continue as a pillar for Nintendo. I don't think it's at that level yet. I would say Fire Emblem has made it to that point in a way.
Yeah.
I want to see Kid Icarus be the next one to uprise to that.
he's giving his thumbs up right now.
Yeah, you better be.
That's okay. I also shook my head.
Oh, yes, that's true.
That was a little punny.
Punny. Oh.
What do you think?
Okay, so the obvious one that Ricky had slightly mentioned before was Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. I mean, with Pocket Camp around for, since last October for us and then November for everybody else.
Yeah.
It's been around for a while. It's gaining that interest from people, even people who may not have either played Animal Crossing before or people who aren't really even familiar with Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I think the momentum has been building up to this. It makes so much sense that they would even hint at it. Hint at it would be amazing. We have so many Amiibo. I mean, if you think about it, we have over 400 Animal Crossing Amiibo thanks to this card series. And so we have the main card series, we have the Amiibo, Welcome Amiibo card series, and we also have the Sanrio card series.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, which never came out here, by the way.
And that's on top of the figurines that are Amiibo. So, I mean, we have this incredible collection. Let's put this to use. Let's get this going. And if they at least hint at it, even for a holiday release, I will be completely happy.
Yeah.
My other predictions, and these aren't ones that are on the top of my wish list, but I know that these are what other people are thinking of. And this is what I just see right now in my head. They have to do something with Metroid 4, whether it's another teaser or it's a release date or some type of Amiibo support, which I don't think that they would get into quite yet before the others. But what I'm really looking forward to this time, because this has happened now the last couple events because of you, I want to see some type of Amiibo announcement, not made during like their digital presentation or whatever they're doing, but either before or after when we're completely caught off guard, so I can see you panic all over again over getting the Amiibo news out, because that's what's been going on.
That was terrible.
It's a frenzy. It's this frenzy of like Jason isn't holding still long enough, so he's just this blur all over the place.
E3,
it's the best.
E3 is very difficult for a couple reasons. Number one, most of our team goes to E3, so we're going to be there again this year. Woo. The internet at the Expo Center sucks during the Nintendo press conference. because everybody's using it. There's 100 other publications in the press room. So it's like I'm doing my best to get news out. And it's like I could be doing this better from at home. But yeah, that E3's complicated.
I'm sorry. Okay, I know.
Lauren, you missed when we were driving. So after Nintendo's press event yesterday, last year. And so I think it was Jason, it was you, me, maybe Logan and TJ. I think we're all trying to drive to the convention center as the first wave of us going. And you were like struggling. One, we're struggling to find the best way to get there because traffic was awful. And
that
two,
was terrible.
You're scrambling to try and think like, okay, hold on, is anything in stock? Do I need to do this? Do I need to check this? Like it was great. Like I know it's not on the level with the one from the year before, but it's this is what Lauren's been talking about.
Yes. Because it's the only time when people can see, especially people on our team, because you guys know him, but it's very hard to see him in obviously in person. So for there to be witnesses is very important to me.
We're in a very, very competitive field.
Yes.
There are a lot of Nintendo sites out there. What we do differently, in my opinion, we started the company off. This company was me.
Yes.
We did in-stock alerts. Like that was what we did. That's why people stayed with us. And Amiibo used to sell out like that. And special editions still sell out like that, depending on what it is. One more. There we go. So that being said, I want to make sure we can still live up to that reputation of letting people know when the things they want are in stock. So I think we've been doing a very good job of that with minor exceptions in the past. But yeah, E3 is it's a ball of anxiety. This year is going to be a bit different. We have everything planned out a little better, in my opinion. I think we're going to be super organized. So I think it's going to be a fun ride. But as far as my thoughts on E3, now let's get away from the spotlight being on.
I'm sorry.
My anxiety.
It's not a bad thing. It's just something that has happened so many times now. I feel like it's a possibility.
That's why we get the news out quick.
Yes.
Super Smash Brothers will be announced this year. It's either going to happen this month if we get a direct, which I think they're going to hold off on this one until E3. But the reason I say it's happening this year is we just had the 19th anniversary of Smash Bros.
Yes.
In Japan. We're hitting lucky number 20 next year. They're going to announce a 20th anniversary Super Smash Brothers, whether that is going to be a remastering of the current version with new characters, new stages, things like that, or something built from the ground up. Personally, I don't think we need to build anything from the ground up right now. I think Smash Wii U is a great game. And I think if you make it better, include all the DLC, add 5 to 10 new characters and some new courses, the mechanics are already great. I don't know what Nintendo can really do to push the Switch any further than they did with the Wii U. So that being said, that's my thought. I would love to see a Player 2 line of Amiibo. Complete across the board. Every single Amiibo gets Player 2. I would buy them all in duplicate. And I'm sure most of you would too. The Amiibo fans. So that's my theory.
But what we really need is Rhythm Heaven on the Switch. There we go.
That's what you're rooting
We'll
for.
see. Not on Popo. There you go.
No.
Jennifer Birch knows what's up.
Yeah.
Ice Climbers. We need the Ice Climbers back.
We need Inklings.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna happen.
I know. I don't care.
Right, but it's going to be
I don't care
good.
about the Inklings.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
I understand that they are like pretty much Nintendo royalty at this point.
Yeah, because they're in what is it already? Mario Kart already.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I get it. They're a shoo-in to be in this game.
Absolutely.
But I'd prefer to see somebody like Crash Bandicoot.
Whoa.
Or the return of Snake.
Snake would be cool. I don't know if it can happen, but Snake would be cool.
You don't think Snake could happen?
Okay, first off, on the Konami side of things, I would expect at this point Bomberman or a Belmont first. But
Bomberman would make more sense.
The thing is just with Kojima's situation with Konami and Konami still technically owning Metal Gear, that's a big hurdle. I would love it to happen. I really would. And please. Snake was great. Yeah. Snake was really, really good. But at the same time, Bomberman, I would be happy with Bomberman. I would be happy with Simon Belmont. Those would be cool guest characters.
Steven Gaming brought up Rayman.
Yeah.
Who would be just his fighting abilities would be a perfect fit.
Seriously.
For Smash.
There's-
Like, it would be amazing.
There's some other ones too that make sense to me. QB would be great. QB feels more like an assist trophy, but
yeah,
like
that's true.
I would love like let's go with the deep cuts. I want Sukapon. It's a character from Joy Mech Fighting, a really old and obscure Famicom game. I want to see like Rhythm Heaven representation because that almost happened. We almost got those chorus kids. There's a lot of
I
potential.
totally forgot about that. We did, didn't we?
There's a lot of potential still, but it's a matter of time. And just as a quick shout out to someone else in chat, Kuraku, I would really like Skull Kid in Smash, like a lot, like really like Skull Kid.
He was
like,
an assist trophy, a really bad one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want
the worst one in the game.
I want to be Skull Kid. I want to.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I want to throw moons at people.
Overpowered.
Not really.
I want the Nintendo Labo Robot Man.
Oh no, no.
I want bring on Captain Rainbow.
I can dig that.
Yeah, man. Like, we can hit these Nintendo deep cuts all day.
But yeah, E3 is coming. We got our media passes, so we are going. We have a lot of the team going. E3 is always fun for Nintendo Wire because our team is scattered throughout the entire world. Not the country, the world.
The world.
So we have people coming in from the UK
Yep.
to come and hang out with us.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
it's going to be great.
It is. It really is. What's next on the list?
Oh.
Oh no, hold on.
I was about to go into a coughing fit.
Oh yeah.
All right, real quick, we're going to talk about our last subject of the day. That is Nintendo Switch Online. So I wanted to bring this up because we did get confirmation the same day that we got confirmation of Mario Kart, that Switch Online is coming in September of 2018. Ricky, take it away. I'm going to drink water. That was so close.
You were so close. Are you okay, Jason?
I'm fine.
He's good.
Okay, cool. Sorry, now I'm blanking because my concern went through the roof.
Happens all the time. It's
It
okay.
happens after about an hour and 15 minutes of talking straight. That's when it happens.
Yeah, but you love it.
It's true.
So yeah, it's coming in September of 2018.
Yeah.
We know it's a paid service. It was delayed twice so far, and we don't really know what to make of this. We know it's going to be connected to a smartphone app. The smartphone app's already out, and many people, myself included, think it's a bit of a hot garbage situation of an app.
Yeah.
Splatoon 2's voice chat was terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know a single person who's ever used it more than testing it. So they got to get their stuff together with that.
Really?
We also know that
it's one
it
of those things
includes
where
free
they
retro games.
Sorry, they announced it, and they were so confident in it too. When they came up, they're like, "We're gonna do it, guys! Dedicated online service," and it's not happening.
It made no sense.
And nothing else has tried to use it. That's the real kicker. Is that okay? Like they didn't integrate it into say Mario Kart, where it would be a good fit. They didn't integrate it into ARMS, which I thought was definitely going to have it. So it's strange, but I'm glad that they're taking the time to like really iron it out and make it good. So
yeah,
we'll see.
I do think the Switch was put out pretty quick. Like they probably could have kept that baby in the oven for a bit and made sure that the online stuff was ready.
Yeah.
I'm not upset that they didn't wait. In fact, I'm pretty happy we have it already. But honestly, I think that we need something built into the console before I'm going to get really excited about voice chat. I mean, there's too many situations where we've played Splatoon 2 as a team and we can't communicate. It stinks. So, I mean, we could do a Discord server or something like that, or, talk via Slack, but they need to fix that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that we're going to see something soon. Yeah. The only thing I know is during the investor meeting, Nintendo said that it's going to be worth the wait. So whatever you want to take away from that.
Yeah, I mean, of course, that I can't really fault them for saying it, but of course they're going to say it. They want people to be interested and excited. If I've learned one thing from Nintendo is they still know how to surprise me. Like who would have predicted Labo? Who would have predicted that? You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a long wait now, but it's something that I still really want to see the nuts and bolts of.
Yeah, but we also know that you get retro games.
Yes.
You know, from what we've seen so far, it's like the same old NES stuff that we've always seen.
Yeah, I mean, that said, for the delay, this has always happened. They started like, hey, have free games as compensation, and even if they're games that I've gotten plenty of in the past, it's still going to be cool. And our like whenever we get a VC run in, whenever we get this free games for having the service running, it's cool in concept. I just hope it isn't like, oh hey, guys still like Balloon Fight, right?
Who doesn't?
No, I love me some Balloon Fight. Don't get me wrong. Balloon Fighter should be in Smash, but it's still one of those things where I just don't have an interest to be like, yes, my Switch is complete because Balloon Fight is here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we also, if Nintendo is going to really knock it out of the park this year, if they really want to make Amiibo
specifically
super excited.
Yes.
Oh, hang on one sec. Our chat's like super excited about something.
It's an Animal Crossing Pocket Camp update.
Oh, we get some Pocket Camp news?
I see some familiar silhouettes
Man,
here.
oh man. Oops.
Daniel's excited for Octavian.
So we need customization on the Switch.
Yes.
We were talking about this yesterday or 2 days ago. We need something like Badge Arcade where we can decorate our Switch home screen.
Yeah, we started playing Badge Arcade again every night, and we forgot how much we loved it, the ability to customize our screens with these very familiar and loved characters.
And how could we forget when we were talking about Smash Bros? About Badge Bunny for Smash
Bros. Oh
my
man,
gosh.
bring on the Badge Bunny.
Bring me Badge Bunny.
Instant win.
Yo, Matt.
Or the manager. That would be like his final smash. He gets the smash ball, he puts on the mustache, and he like just destroys people.
Yo, Matthew, I know you're watching. If Badge Bunny happens, like you have to play Badge Bunny. Like it's a decree now.
Yes. And we were talking too that Badge Arcade News, our old Twitter account and our series,
we want to bring it back.
We want to bring it back. It would be resurrected. I miss it, and I think people would completely take advantage of customizing their Switch screens because right now, from going from completely blank to color and character is something I think people are really, really itching for.
Man, now Jennifer just said like a Badge Bunny amiibo. God, I want that. You have no idea how much I want that.
Can Badge Bunny amiibo also be like massive, but it's like the buffed up Badge Bunny where he's just ripped.
Yes,
yeah.
That would be the more confident like final smash, not the manager. But the reason I love that guy so much is he's self-aware of the Nintendo universe and he can make fun of it.
Yeah.
It's just, there's something awesome about like a cute Nintendo character making fun of its own stuff.
Yeah, no, he got a lot of hate in the community, but I had this very, very deep love and respect for him. And I feel like our writers who wrote the series, and that was Matthew and Daniel, they also definitely had this respect for him too, because they knew that he was catering to the audience, and they played on that, which is I think what made it all so much fun.
Yeah, and I want to meet the writer who did the daily Badge Arcade like scripts.
Yes,
because that guy was great. That guy deserves a raise, Nintendo. But yeah, that's one thing. Custom home screens, wallpapers. I mean, the 3DS has the theme shop. Bring I'll give you more money, Nintendo. If you really want to be nice, just let me put whatever photo I want, for the background. But I know you're not going to do that.
No, they're not going to do that.
So open up the theme shop, give me a Badge Arcade, and for the love of God, Virtual Console,
please.
So those are the things we need this year from Nintendo to make Switch unstoppable.
Yep.
So that's my hope.
Yep.
Besides that. It's coming September of this year, so stay tuned, folks. We're hoping that either during a February Direct, maybe, quote, quote, or we're going to hear something at E3.
Yeah.
So either way, it's not that long to wait. So that being said, that's all the topics we have today for the Nintendo Newscast. I want to thank everybody who's watched us through this tonight. I know a lot of you stayed through the entire event. A lot of you came from Speedrun Sunday directly to this. So thank you for spending your Sunday with us. That makes me feel warm and gooey inside. You have no idea.
Thank you. It's really cool.
Yeah.
We have been ramping up our YouTube content more than you know. We've been pulling out our hair to bring out new content we think you guys are going to like. A lot of that is stuff that no other Nintendo site is doing, and that's people on the ground in Japan getting us stuff that you can't find anywhere else. That is the Nintendo Newscast. That's the Nintendo Wiretap that we put out every day, Monday through Friday. So we have a lot of content planned for you this year. And again, we just want to thank you for coming along with us on this journey. We think we're going to hit 100,000 by the end of this year.
That's our goal.
If you haven't subbed to us yet, if you'd like to, you can do that now and your name will pop up on the screen. Well, thank you.
We will.
But expect good things from us coming this year. We're motivated. We have an amazing team, and we're going to do it. Happily Candied, what do you want to say? I
want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Ricky. And of course, Ricky.
Thank you.
I can't stop thanking you. You're amazing.
I love it every time.
Oh, thank you. I want to thank Matthew and Jennifer and Ben, who were all in chat tonight. Thank you for modding and doing everything you do for the team. We are incredibly grateful. You can find me on Twitter at Happily Candied. My little corner of the sugary corner of the world is linked in the profile. My Twitter page is going to be revamped soon thanks to a wonderful artist friend / brother-in-law of mine. And I'm excited to show that soon. But yeah, follow me there. I'd love to talk to you guys. And Ricky, it's all you.
Me? Well, you can find me on Twitter at Dr. Saturn NW. That's at Dr. Saturn NW. I don't have to spell it anymore because I know Jennifer Birch is going to put it up in the chat.
Yep.
But
yeah,
She's good.
Yeah, she is. It's one of those things where you're going to be able to see me talk about Kirby, Fire Emblem Heroes, and other things I like. And trust me, it's been a lot of Fire Emblem Heroes lately. You can also, of course, find me on NintendoWire.com.
Finally, you can find me on my personal Twitter account at AmiiboJason. For the most part, I kind of document my adventures in the world of Nintendo and outside. So today we went to Barnes & Noble. We found some cool products we took some photos of. I showed off a picture of a Joy-Con that my nephew somehow destroyed.
It looks really bad.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So you can find me there. Obviously at Nintendo Wire on Twitter, that's at NinWire. We also have at Amiibo News. If you're looking for a deal, and who doesn't want a deal? We are at Wire Deals on Twitter. You can find us there. We have Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox deals. I know you guys love those things. So lots of good stuff there. And before we go, I want to thank Jennifer Birch and Matthew for modding the chat tonight.
Am
I missing anybody? Did anybody else mod the chat tonight?
Ben was in here. I thanked them already, though.
But yeah, honestly, thank everybody for everything you do. So we will be back. Hopefully, we're going to turn this into like a Sunday night stream.
Oh, gosh.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Ricky, do you want to commit?
Ooh, I mean, you're putting me on the spot here. I would love to do that.
You want to tell, you don't want to disappoint these people.
I can't disappoint these people. That's why I got to bring my A game every stream.
There you go.
Yeah.
So have a good morning or a good evening, depending on when you're rewatching this stream. And we'll be back next week. I'll have a new episode of the Nintendo Wiretap out tomorrow for you. Bye, guys.
Stay fresh.
Bye.
Bye.